Students of CA Final Paper 5, Strategic Cost Management and Performance Evaluation. Let me briefly talk to you today about what are the advantages of strategic cost management. Before I go into the advantages, let me briefly state what we mean by strategic cost management. In today's very complex situations, almost every enterprise management is facing the challenges, unexpected challenges like COVID pandemic, and because of that, demand falling down. Every management or a member of that management team is keen to find out a suitable mechanism to respond effectively to these challenges. And strategic cost management is one of the available, already well-developed mechanism, concepts to meet this challenge, which is global, which you will agree with me that it is dangerous too. So you will ask me a question, then what does it strategic cost management means? In today's business world, every enterprise thinks all cash outflows are its investments. Anything it spends, it is an investment. The moment it talks about investments, it simultaneously means that you expect some returns. How do you ensure that your investment doesn't go a waste and gives you a value for those investments? So therefore, the enterprises are interested to formulate strategies, management practices in such a way that they bring out value to every rupee of the investment that you make. So you need to link these strategies with the return on investment. Obviously, when you do that, then comes the cost, because the return is after you deduct the cost. The cost has to be met. So how best you are able to formulate your strategies in such a manner that the cost is optimized in that sense and you get the best value for your investments. The focus is not on cost reduction, mind you. The focus is on ensuring that you get sufficient value for your investments. So you need strategies. So you need to connect your cost, the consumption of resources, for the return that they will bring to you through your various processes, activities. So this is precisely what is the strategies that you need to formulate. But remember, when I'm talking to you, you must appreciate this fact that the business environment in which you are formulating these strategies are continually changing. They are dynamics in nature, complexity is increasing. Take, for example, the COVID pandemic. How do you respond? What strategies I must bring out? Which activities will ensure that my cash outflow doesn't go a waste? It contributes to my growth in the business. Whether it is short term or more effectively in the long term, you need to have clarity of those strategies. No more businesses can be run without formulating good strategies. Having said that, the literature will provide you very interesting aspect of how value is to be created, what are value chain for an enterprise, and the famous Michael Porter's, the drivers, and the competitive advantage. All strategies lead to gaining competitive advantage in a market so that your bottom line, the return goes up, the value goes up. It is in this context that the strategic cost management becomes a very important tool in the hands of the modern enterprises to ensure that investment never goes a waste and there is always an added value to every investment that you make. Be it you invest in human resources, on equipment, on building, on technology. Take the example of digitalization. Now, it is quite possible for you to assume that, digitalization is quite costly. Over-the-counter sales is very easier. Think for a while, independently. And you see that instead of my counters at shops, I am able to receive the orders from the customers from wherever they are and able to deliver them the goods wherever they want. With the payments being made through, again, digital mode, you save a lot of areas, heads of accounts, which were traditionally part of the business processes. Such huge savings in cost is going to be the result of this digitalization. Though, to introduce digitalization, you must have a deep understanding of that strategies that you formulate. You cannot blindly bring about digitalization. Now, this is precisely the strength of the strategic cost management.